and more when it goes worse. Yes, it's progressive. According to the cause of dementia, it can either be reversible or irreversible. Some of the causes for reversible dementia can be, for example, brain tumor. When there is a tumor in the brain that presses on some areas, you'll see symptoms like dementia. A lack of B12 vitamin or a stroke. When you have a lack of vitamin, when you get the vitamin by pills or injections, sometimes it can make the situation better. The syndromes appear partly or in full in varying timing and intensities from one person to another. Everyone got his unique dementia. It's not similar at all the people. Okay? Each person is affected differently. Progressive disease and an unpredictable. All the symptoms, it's like sometimes it happens. Okay, what are the syndromes? What you see? Okay, the most popular thing that you see is the decrease in memory, short or long-term dementia, memory. Memory, you can divide for a lot of things, a lot of groups. The main groups are long-term and short-term. Short-term is things that happens like yesterday, last week, in a period of a few months, even sometimes a little bit more, but just few years. Long-term memory is things that happened in the past, when they were young, when they had little children, when they came to Israel, in the other country, long term. And also, for memory, there is also work memory. It's not written here, but work memory is activities that you do automatically. It's like walking, eating, getting dressed, automatic things. Okay, we will often see confusion, forgetfulness, and also they don't recall later. The difference between dementia and it's called recall later. You forget something, but like after few hours or the next day you can remember. When you don't remember, it's like a dementia. Okay? Decrease in the sense of direction also includes disorientation and difficulty of identifying places, people, or objects. You see sometimes disorientation of your patients? Okay. We have disorientation in time. They don't know the date. They don't remember it. They don't remember events that happened in their life, what they used to do, what they did yesterday. That's in time. Disorientation in place is they don't know where they live. They don't recognize the address. They don't remember where their family, where their children lives. Disorientation in person is sometimes a person can see the husband and they say it's the son, or they see the daughter and they say it's my sister. They don't recognize this. They don't recognize the family and the children. In the literature, they said that it's because they live in the past. Yes. So all the details are in the past. Sometimes you'll see them, they say, no, my children, they have to come now from school. They think that they're still young. They live in that time. Decrease in thinking process, which includes concentration, understanding, and judgment of situation, the ability to learn new things and follow directions. The person have difficulties to learn new things. The impaired judgment. They sometimes they can leave the pot on the gas, not to close the gas. They put things in. They put objects in funny places. Sometimes in the fridge, on the can. They
Yung
have
panglinis ng
difficulty to
kubitan. Ginawa
identify
niyang
danger
pangkulay sa damit.
situation. They can go, today is winter, they can go with short sleeves, they insist it's summer now. That's all, and the gas on.
Tapos eh.
It's, I see that you recognize the symptoms. You
We
see them.
experience
Everything.
You deal with them every day. It's
Every
very,
single
very hard. I know.
minute.
Okay. Difficulties in the verbal area, which includes pronunciation, and using relevant words, a decrease in the vocabulary. Sometimes they don't have enough words to say what they want to say, and conversational problems. Have difficulty to have a conversation. Hard for them to express themselves. Have lack of words, or they use wrong words in the conversation. They want to say, I want to sit on the chair, and they will say, oh, I want to sit on the table. Or they use the incorrect word. It is hard to understand them, and also they have difficulty to understand us, what we say to them. Behavioral changes. This is very, very important and very, very hard to deal with. Shifting moods, false thoughts, delusions, confusion, isolation, and decrease in motivation. The situation of the disorientation that we said before. Impaired judgment and holes in the memory, they can cause anxiety, restlessness, and apathy. They are apathic to things. They seem like they don't care. Also can be mood swings. Sometimes a person can laugh and be happy, and all of a sudden you don't know why he starts crying.
crazy.
Yeah, from one edge to another. Yeah. From total calm to crying and anger for no apparent reason.
Mostly
Can
anger.
also can be also incompatible behaviors to the patient's original nature. It means, like for example, a woman that the children, they said the whole life she was not effective, doesn't show effectiveness to the children, not doesn't hug them or something, and all of a sudden when she's sick, it's a different person.
Yes, the opposite.
She had the opposite, and for the family, it is very, very hard
Yes.
to accept. It brings a lot of anger and unfinished business that were in the past. Changes. Okay, changes in independency, trouble with everyday activities, hygiene, very, very common. Caring for the household, taking care of oneself. What we will see in everyday life, they can forget where they put all these things. They forget how to perform the activity that they used to do in the past independently. How to get dressed, how to go to the toilet, sometimes what to do in the toilet, when to go to the toilet. And all the things that all the functions that require planning. Hello. Remind me who you are.
Gina.
של מי?
Sarah Chronic.
יופי that you came.
Hello.
כן.
I don't know the names. מי
Lizen.
זה?
The sale present. Tito.
That includes a lot of
Parang may
stages.
content ako.
That's called management
Para
function.
may content ako.
Okay. A sudden escalation of one or more of the symptoms. Sometimes you see a different, one morning you get up, you see a different picture. The person is more confused, is not is restless, more than the average. It's not always the deterioration of the dementia. It can be sometimes from physical reasons. Okay? For example, it can be from dehydration, combination of medicines, and infections. Can be a urine infection. This is very, very popular. That can appear without temperature, without pains, but you see the big disorientation, the confusion, and the deterioration in the situation. Sometimes when they go to hospital, they get treatment, they get like antibiotics or lack of B12, and the situation gets better, but it's little stage that it's below. All this event cause them more deterioration, even though they fix the problem. It happens to you sometimes for
Yes.
your patients.
Yes.
You see it a lot in hospital. A lot of people goes, especially in infections, can be also pneumonia, but also got an infection.
Electrolyte imbalance also goes for
A what?
electrolyte
Can
imbalance like a
the
sodium,
hydration
potassium.
and the natron Na also. נכון.
That this is common in hospitals, so I saw cases.
כן, נכון.
Walang signal dito.
It's
Wala.
called I'll tell you what it's called, רגע.
Is also dementia.
Baka mamaya kayo na. Oo.
Dehydration,
Nagagandahan si Kuya eh.
Electrolytes is very, yeah. Nibo, what
Dito
Nibo
ka?
said is also
Mulag
very
ka?
important. The electrolytes that usually in a certain level can be
Uy,
changed.
pareho sila ng bag. Ba't di nyo ako bigyan?
Do you have any
Bili-
questions
bili-
about
bili color
what
ko
we
yan,
see in
ate.
the dementia?
Pinabili lang namin kay sa kanya tsaka kay
Now, in this part, I want to show you something.